Hey everyone, I just got back from Sephora and I have on the new Smashbox BB Water Foundation. I'll tell you all about it. So it appears that this summer, going into fall, these fluidy, very fluidy foundations are all becoming the rage right now. Everyone's coming out with some sort of a very fluidy, runny sort of foundation. This one is from Smashbox. It's the BB Water Foundation. I tried on the color today in light. It's the lightest one they make. I have to say the color match is dead on. I don't know if this is the greatest foundation. It's not one that I would run out and buy, and I'll tell you why. I did put on quite a bit of it. It says you only need like 2 drops. It has one of those dropper style things that everybody's doing right now with their foundations, which I find kind of hard to work with and strange. But anyway, I did put on probably quite a bit more than 2 drops. Did it all over my face, and then I went back and built up over my red areas, my nose, and right through here. Built pretty well. It does go on pretty easy. It claims to glide on because of some technology they have in it. It has a, more of a gliding feel when you're putting it on. I agree with that. What it seems to be like is a very lightweight BB cream, but not as creamy as a BB cream. Somewhere between a liquid foundation and a BB cream in the feel of it. When you first feel it on your fingers, it has a very greasy feel, a very slippery feel. I don't mean greasy as in oily, it's going to add oil to your face or anything like that. It has that sort of greasy feel that some BB creams can have, like it's got a lot of moisture and emollient is what I guess I'm trying to say. So I put it on just really quick in the store. I have it on right now. It's got very light coverage. I do have to say, you can build it, but it is a very light coverage product. Here it is on. It is a dead-on color match for me. There is no pink. It is very neutral. No pink, no yellow, real undertones. Very good match for me. However, it is a very light coverage. You're going to be very dewy, which it is a very dewy finish. It's a good BB substitute. I would say if you have BB creams that you like, it's probably not going to blow you away. It did not blow me away. I have BB creams that I love and will never want to turn away from. So this one didn't really, turn me away from those. It's a decent foundation. It's a nice foundation. It seems to have held up okay. I did have some loss right through here of it. I've had it on a couple hours and I am seeing some caking up right here. I did go ahead and reapply my powder on top of it. I did powder it in the store when I tried it on there, but I did powder on again when I came home. Now, I think it would be better if you used this and then put a little bit of powder foundation on top of it to get just a little more coverage. It is a very light coverage. Even when you build it, it becomes a very light coverage. It's almost like it sinks into your skin. So pros and cons, it's a little bit pricey. It was $42 for a foundation. You get a pretty small bottle with the eyedropper in the top. Color match was great. It's a nice BB type light coverage. Doesn't seem to stay on all that great. Doesn't have a smell. That's a plus. Gives you a nice dewy finish if you like dewy finishes, but it's not a BB that ends all BB. I feel like if you have oily skin, it is not going to stay on at all, too. So I wanted to show you really quick this little Too Faced heart-shaped blush. These new blushes they came out with. This one is called Baby Love, and it is a pretty neutral sort of mauve. But look at the little bunnies on it. It's so cute. Can you see the little bunnies? So I got from Sephora a sample of this Cover FX, these Cover FX drops. Now this one is a very dark color. This is probably not my kind of color. This is N50. N is for neutral. I am definitely neutral. They have anywhere from N10 on up. So I probably should have gotten more like an N20 or 25 if they have those kind of numbers. This one is very dark for me. I have to admit that right off the bat. But I just wanted to try out the product just in general. They did not really work out for me. So what you're supposed to do with the Cover FX drops is you're supposed to take these and drop them into a little bit of either a foundation that's maybe too light, or a serum that you like, or a moisturizer that you like, and then make your own foundation out of it. So what I did was yesterday I tried this out. I got one of my foundations that's a liquid that's a really, really light foundation, light in color. I used my Tarte Maracuja Miracle foundation, which is really, really white. I have a couple of my foundations that are just really, really white. And I got these Cover FX drops to try them out to darken my light white foundations. Because a lot of times I'll find a foundation that is really light and then the next one up is too yellow or too dark. And so it's like I have to try to, and I love the feel of the foundation, it's a great quality foundation, but I want to just deepen it just a tiny bit. And I don't feel like putting on a white foundation and then putting on a lot of bronzer. It's just kind of doesn't look right. So anyway, I had gotten this sample to try to achieve the effect of sort of deepening some of my foundations. The problem I had with this is that it is extremely hard to control how much of this stuff you're going to drop onto your little bit of foundation. It has an eyedropper in it. And you really have to shake this up beforehand. It is very liquidy. So, the problem I had was controlling the amount. Like, say I put, a couple of squirts of this white foundation that I'm trying to deepen up on the back of my hand, and just sort of barely touched this next to it, and then blended it together, and then put it on my face. Well, if I needed to add more, how would I get the exact same color again? And I always had to add more because here's the other issue I have with these drops. When you're mixing like on the back of your hand, or where else would you mix your foundation? If you're mixing it up like on your hand, how are you going to get it off of your hand and apply it to your face? I got my foundation brush and I, scraped as much as I could off the back of my hand and then applied it, but I needed more because probably 75% of what I had put on the back of my hand soaked into the back of my hand. So how do you get that off and apply it to your face? I guess you could get a little dish or something and mix your foundation in with that. I don't know. It seems like then you're going to waste a ton of your good foundation. And let me tell you something else. These are not cheap. The full size of this is $42. This is $42 for the full size. So you got to get your money's worth out of that. I don't really like anything about this. It just is not working for me. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know. I can't really figure out how to mix it to where you can use what you've got unless you pour it in a little saucer or something. I don't know. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong here. But anyway, not impressed with the Cover FX. Okay, Urban Decay Sheer Revolution lipsticks. We had, first of all, just Revolution lipsticks. Then we had Sheer Revolution. Now we have Matte Revolution. I mean, what other revolutions are there going to be? I don't know. I do like the purple packaging on this, though. These are the Sheer Revolutions. They've come out with a bunch of them. They are sheer. I don't know if I would call them all that sheer. Some of the shades are, but some of them have some sort of creaminess to them. I've got 5 shades here to try on for you. Okay, this first one is called Walk of Shame. Sheer Walk of Shame. And it is just pretty much no color or pigment to it. Let me put it on for you. Yeah, this one's awful. There's no color at all there. Not even something that you would say, hey, that's a pretty nude or a nice nude. There's not really anything there. This one is called Sheer Anarchy. Crazy. So see, some of these are, I mean, they're all sheer as in they're extremely shiny. They're not a matte or a super thick pigment, thick creamy lipstick, but they definitely have a lot of pigment to them. So sheer, but not too sheer. This one is really bright. It's nothing I would ever wear, but I think it's kind of pretty. This is my favorite one. This one is Sheer Liar. This one's a really nice, everyday, sort of Your Lips, but better. These feel really nice, I have to say. They are very moisturizing feeling, very balm-like, so I have to give them credit on that. And I'm not trying any of these on with a lip liner. I just want to kind of show you the colors and the finish on them, just as they are. This is a really pretty one. This one's called Sheer Ladyflower. You know, when I heard about them coming out with these, I thought, why spend that much on just a sheer lipstick that's not even going to give you all that much color, or you're not going to wear it that much? Why not just go to the drugstore and find a sheer something, I don't know, something cheap? But I'm starting to think these are really, really nice. A lot of times sheer will mean streaky and, you know, really light, like no pigment. These are really nicely pigmented and they're not streaky at all. So Ladyflower, I like this one. This one's nice too. It's called Sheer Shame. A nice berry sort of fall tone. Yeah, I really like these. They're different than I had thought. I thought they were going to be just kind of you know, another sheer lip gloss looking, colored balm, whatever. No, I think they're much better than that. They're much more pigmented, they're thicker, they're moister, and I feel like they're going to stay in place better too. So Sheer Revolution lipsticks, I love them. Rich, pigmented, emollient, beautiful colors, and I love the lavender metallic packaging. Bye. See you later. If you like, subscribe.